The Moto Z2 Play is a successor to the Moto Z Play, which was announced last year. The Z Play was quite popular thanks to its brilliant battery life. Moto also brought the concept of modular smartphone to a mainstream price point with the Z Play. The Z2 Play is the next chapter, but does it really improve from where the last phone left off? Let's find out in our first impressions of the Moto Z2 Play. The design of the phone hasn't really changed much, for a good reason. This new phone in the Z series has to be compatible with Moto mods that were launched last year. This means Lenovo has to stick to the same dimensions and the rear panel design to make sure they all fit well. However, the phone has lost some bulk and is a little thinner and about 20 grams lighter than the Z Play. The back now has an aluminium panel instead of glass like on the previous one. The front still sports a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 1080 by 1920 pixels and Corning Gorilla Glass for protection. The display is vivid and the viewing angles are quite good. Moto Actions lets users perform gestures using the fingerprint sensor to navigate rather than using the traditional 3 buttons. This frees up some space on the screen for more content. You can swipe left on the fingerprint sensor to go back, swipe right to pull up the app switcher, and tap to go to the home screen. You also have the option to long press the sensor to lock the phone. At the back, there are multiple rows of connectors that help the Moto Z2 Play interface with the mods. There's a 5-megapixel selfie camera and a 12-megapixel rear camera, both of which have dual-tone LED flashes. Moto has still retained the big camera bump that we've seen on other phones in the Z series. It has a metal ring around it that keeps the lens from getting scratched when kept on the table. The frame of the Z2 Play is aluminium, which gives it a premium look. What is interesting is that Moto has routed the antennas around the body of the phone. The Z2 Play has a USB Type-C port at the bottom and a earpiece that doubles up as a loudspeaker. It is powered by a non-removable 3000 mAh battery. The biggest change in the Moto Z2 Play is under the hood. Powering this phone is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 626 octa-core processor clocked at 2.2 GHz. There is 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage, which you can expand. In terms of software, the Z2 Play runs pretty much stock version of Android Nougat. In our limited time with the Z2 Play, it looks like this phone is on the same path as the model it replaced. It will also be competing with phones like the Oppo F3 Plus and the OnePlus 3T at its price. Stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for a full review of the Moto Z2 Play coming up soon. So thanks for watching, and for more tech videos and reviews, log on to